Festival of the Himalayas. It's that time of the season. It is simply as big as it gets here in this fantastic new stadium. It's the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League, day number 2 of season 2 here, live from the TU.
Here he comes, Chunke, which I believe means clever in Nepali.
Head is the call.
Heads is the call. It is a tail. What are you going to do first and why?
I'm gonna bowl first.
Yeah, thanks to HD Ackerman who was out there earlier. Let's get a look at these two teams. Well, Kushal Malla, he is special, isn't he? He's captaining the Chitawn Rhinos, the 4 overseas players for them. What a day for David Milan. You could tell his anticipation. So 3 English players in terms of the 4 overseas for the Rhinos. We're going to have a picture-perfect match 2. The umpires are on their way. Let's get up to your live match commentary. It's going to be led by Mikhail Vaswamy.
Set for ball 1 in match number 2. Play is the call. Tanveer with the ball in hand. Beautifully driven. What a way to get off the mark and register your first runs on the board as well. The Yaks are up and away, and that's a very fine hit.
Well, yes, if the ball was in the slot, he needed to get bat on ball. Just guiding that between the 2 fielders and this lush green outfield, but really quick outfield.
He's got a good hold of this one, and he's given that some hit. First 6 here for the Yaks.
Not the best delivery that he's bowled, but he swivels back and just helped it on its way, didn't he? And with the kind of altitude that we're in.
He's picked the bones out of this one as well. 1 bounce, and that'll go for a 4 towards the long gone region. He's got some below on this one. In fact, plenty of bat. Straight down the ground. That's a lovely hit, and that's 4 to end the over as well. He's had to reach out to this one.
Wasn't really there, and then he fetched it from outside that off stump and dragged it over mid-on, getting it in the center of the bat. 1 bounce.
There's no stopping this man this morning.
Two quick ones, but they've lost their first one. O'Dowd had had enough. He had struggled and struggled, but now perishes in the search of quick runs.
Not his best innings. Struggled to 20 off 29, and he said, okay, I've got to have a go here. Clever bowling, darted in, and the player of the tournament. Dowd's gone for 20.
Oh, this is out of town. That stroke deserves to interrupt the story. It's a long way back.
Over, maybe it's an over too many.
We just saw that 50 from Priyank Panchal, celebrating that with a boundary.
Wow! Massive out of here. What a hit.
Now just take a look at that. That's the Siddhartha Bank maximum of the match.
Nicely driven. That's in the gap. The fielder will have to give up the chase. That's because the ball is racing.
Changes, but what doesn't change is that shot out there. The cover drive will never find a replacement. Just take a look at that. It's such a treat to the eyes across this lush green outfield.
Nicely driven. That's in the gap. The fielder will have to give up the chase. That's because the ball is racing.
Changes, but what doesn't change is that shot out there. The cover drive will never find a replacement. Just take a look at that. It's such a treat to the eyes across this lush green outfield.
Yeah, talk about an event over. Event ball gets a top edge, goes for a 4. Good start to over number 15.
Comfortably over him and getting 4 runs. 4 much needed runs for Priyank Panchal and the Yaks. That's magnificently struck. Just stand there and admire it, young man.
Look at that. He had to drag that from outside off, but the pace on the ball wasn't too much. And Priyank Panchal, oh, that's an extraordinary hit.
For the starting 11. Helped away towards the man, but it's gone over his head.
Almost blowing it across the boundary. Go, get there.
And he's going to perish. Gets to the 90s. He'll get no more. It's a good catch, very well judged by Dev Canal. Down at long on. He holds on.
Doesn't get the elevation that he's looking for. Bapara with a change of pace.
Good catch.
And then nicely held in the deep. It was very, very important. Priyank Panchal goes for 90, 1-2-4 for 2.
That's off the pad, that will help. It won't go to Pawan Saraf's total, but it will be his. Steered away behind square on the offside, and he will get a boundary. Does enough to get 4, that's more like it for Scotland's Mark Watts. Watt goes into the leg side, straight to the man, and it's taken. Difficult innings.
It hasn't worked. So El Tanvir bowling to his field. He's just helped that on its way. Man at deep square leg hasn't really had to make. Watt goes for 16.
Well, that one is more like it. It's gone a long way. Pawan Saraf has had to wait a long time to take his bow in the Nepal Premier League. Missed all of last season.
Some stroke. It's whacked halfway down, and Sohail Tanvir stood in the middle of the wicket, hanging his head.
Goes again and gets the maximum reward again. Back-to-back sixes. Inside edge, going to be 4. Keeper can't get anything on it, and it races away. That's a walk-off 6. Turns his back at it almost dismissively, does Pawan Saraf.
Find his stride, but when he did, he's ended well. 27 from 16, Pawan. What an innings from Priyank Panchal. 90 of just 48 deliveries.
Looks for the Yorker, but it ends up as a low full toss. It's a.
Not sure whether he intended to go that full, but so happens that when you miss that Yorker.
Poor delivery. Not quite out of the middle of the bats, but Bahara gets enough to get 4 more.
Just going a little too full. There it is again. A nice juicy full toss. Gleefully accepted there by Deepak. The second time he's put them away.
And the reason they're excited as we see him pierce the gap for 4 is the passion for the sport here. And I think he could be one of the stars of the tournament.
He's, hasn't he? Just take a look at that. Just waited on it and gave the ball direction. The good thing was that he opened the face of the bat at the last possible second.
Edged away, bit of fortune. Slip has come out, it'll race for 4.
Few that took the inner edge as well. Yeah.
Tell me about your career. Taken short wide, and Milan gives it away. Max O'Dowd's not going to drop that.
And why not? Yeah, there it is. Not the best debuts for David Malan, but he'll come again, and take a look at that for a celebration. He knows he's got the big fish, and there she comes. There's the David Malan gone for 6.
Good looking shot. Going to be 1 bounce and get to the rope. Oh, now straight into the stumps. Oh no, Dev Canal's got to go.
There it is. It was a catch, and then very fortuitous this for the bowler. Well, he'll have to go back, a very dejected.
Yeah, you've got to manufacture shot. That's lovely. That's a lovely hit, and that clatters into the cushion as well. Bapara is finding his touch.
There's hardly a gap between these 3 men that are around about point. There's a man forward of point, just behind point, then a short third, and he still manages to find the gap between them.
He's got stuck underneath this one. Fielder had long gone, will watch it sail over him. That's a powerful strike, hit with some certainty, and he's got some good distance on it as well.
Board to get your length wrong and get it too full. Doesn't matter if you bowl a variation of pace. If you bowl it into that hitting zone, inevitably.
Powerfully struck. He slapped that down the ground. That's a fine hit.
But this is almost a forehand down the line. A little top spin. Wow, that's a good hit.
Another slower delivery that's carved back. What a point, and that's going to be a 4. That's experience and class coming to the fore of Ravi Bopara. Oh, he's lost the shape on this one. Should be taken. Straightforward catch. Yuvraj Khatri strikes in his very first over. The youngster making it count. He brings out his celebration. The Yaks are on their feet as well. They are delighted. And Deepak has thrown it away.
Picked my spot, and I'm going to whack this over deep mid-wicket. But the ball just hurried on. It hurried on. Played well, threatened. Deepak Pohara goes for 42.
But whilst Ravi Bopara is there,
Easy life, isn't it? It was in the slot, but he still had to put it away. A nice free swing, real extension of the arms there. An award for the best dress side. That shot again, this time in the air, put away. That'll go all the way for 6.
trademark Kushal Malla. This is the area that he loves, whether it's off the front foot or back. He murders spin bowling. As Malla, well, you don't even need to question whether that's going to go over the rope.
Delivery, they just tossed it up a little, but he picked it up really well. Just goes to show how good a batting surface this still is.
Malla tries to go to the leg side but doesn't get anything of it. Gulshan Jah holds on. Another big celebration.
Well, the best way to set the batting team and their run rate on the back foot is picking up wickets. And a real Red Bull energetic moment of the match from Kushal Malla comes to an end.
Long way up and a long way back.
Let's take a look at this. Down the track, down the ground. Nice extension of those arms, using those.
Now, has he got enough of this? I don't think so. Put down! Massive moment in the game. Nandan Yadav slips through his hands.
That's a mighty hit. Flat batted.
Shot. And again, it's effortless. And it goes such a long way back.
Beautifully driven straight to the fielder, shy of the stumps. Direct hit. Everyone goes up in the air.
Oh, he's okay.
He's a veteran, remember that. Smartly done. You've got to be aware of the field when you're batting in this stage of the game.
Can he finish it off?
Fuller delivery in the gap. That's 4 more. Oh, he's got stuck underneath this one. He's hit that with some certainty, and that's into the stands.
Kami makes an error. Safe says, I got you.
He's been moving wonderfully well this afternoon, and he's been depositing the ball into the stand. This one came in. Oh, that's been given. Sompal Kami strikes at just the right time, creates a bit of an opening, sends the danger man Zaid back.
Well, it certainly pitches on. It's tight. It's tight. It's not as high as Bopara indicated. Zaid goes for a brilliant 38.
Pure, perfect exhibition of timing. That's Ravi Bopara. What a time to bring out a 6.
And Bopara's not going to help me because he makes it look terribly easy.
Yeah, makes room for himself. That's in the gap. 1 bounce, 4. He's got a lot of height on this one. Field is circling underneath it, and that will be taken. A bit of an anticlimax.
Done so much hard work, spectacular work, but he also knows that he's done enough. He's done enough today. It's 52, and the Rhinos are nearly there now, 165 for 6.
That's a powerful strike, and what a way to register a win if you're a Chitawn Rhino here. Arjun Saul with a home run takes his team home. This has been clinical, convincing and a cohesive effort by a very happy Chitawn Rhinos team. It was with the Lumbini Lions last time around. We'll take a look at that chase. Sompal Kami looked good, 2 wickets for 33. Rhinos who emerged victorious over the Karnali Yaks in game number 2 on day 2 in season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier Leagues. Yaks put into bat, managed 166. It was the batting masterclass for Priyank Panchal on NPL debut. 1948 Pawan Saraf showed glimpses of what he can bring to the table as a hard-hitting all-rounder. He got 27 and 16. Zeb was amongst wickets. So was Ravi and Sohail. So the overseas recruits really coming to the party today for the Chitawn Rhinos. And then in the chase, Ravi, Deepak and Zeb